Everyday personal wetness is far more common than most of us realise. As many as 1 woman in 3 suffers from it at some time in her life. It affects women of all ages and it could occur at any time. In fact, it's so common that about 6% of women wear protective pads every single day. Now, this type of wetness can also happen during ordinary everyday activities such as laughing, coughing, sneezing, lifting, or of course when you're at your most active. So why do women get it? Well, childbirth is a very common cause because the muscles which help you push your baby into the world also support your bladder and your urethra. That's the tube which drains urine from your bladder to the outside. These muscles, called the pelvic floor muscles, become stretched during vaginal delivery and they may not completely return to the condition they were in before you became pregnant. But even if you've had a baby by caesarean section, you may still experience personal wetness. And that's because of the hormones produced throughout pregnancy, which relax and soften the pelvic floor muscles as the baby grows in the womb. Now, this same hormone, it's called relaxin by the way, is also produced just before a period. So you may find that your leakage is worse at this time of the month anyway, whether you've had a baby or not. Hormonal changes around the time of the menopause, mainly a reduction in estrogen levels, may also cause changes to the pelvic floor muscles, as can operations such as hysterectomy or even being simply overweight. So now you can just begin to understand how common it is for women to experience everyday personal wetness at some time during their lives. Contiform has been designed to help you stay dry in an entirely different way to anything which has been available before. It's softly contoured and worn discreetly and comfortably inside the vagina to support the urethra and restore your body's natural anatomy. As well as providing immediate relief and giving lasting control of wetness, Contiform gently exercises the pelvic floor muscles. And with regular use, it can work in harmony with conventional pelvic floor exercises to bring about long-term improvement in muscle tone. Now, because every woman is different, you'll find 3 sizes of Contiform in the new user pack, and it's important to choose the one which is most effective and comfortable for you. Start off with the medium size, that's the one which is in the silver storage compact. And you'll see that Contiform is soft and it's flexible. It's made from a material which is unlikely to produce an allergic reaction, and it's also been thoroughly tested for safety. Like all items which come into contact with sensitive areas of the body, Contiform should be handled with reasonable attention to hygiene. So always empty your bladder and of course wash your hands before using it. Moistening Contiform with water will make it easier to insert. Don't use petroleum jelly or lubricating gel though, because these will make it slippery and it may not stay in place. Make sure you're in a comfortable position to insert Contiform, perhaps sitting on the toilet with your legs apart, standing with one foot slightly raised, squatting or lying down with your knees bent and legs apart. Relax your muscles by taking a few deep breaths. To make Contiform easy to insert, push firmly down on the middle of the ring with your forefinger and squeeze the sides of the ring together. Now you might need to practice this a few times. Do use your other hand to steady Contiform if you find it easier. Now once Contiform is correctly positioned in your hand, gently push it inwards and towards the back of your vagina till you can no longer feel the ring of Contiform against your vaginal opening. Remember that your vagina slopes toward the small of your back and not straight up. And this picture shows how Contiform looks when it's properly and securely in place. You shouldn't feel it, but if it is uncomfortable or you can feel it move, then just take it out, rinse it in water and try again. And many women find, just like using tampons for the first time, that it takes a little practice to get used to Contiform. Swap to the smaller size if the medium doesn't seem to fit comfortably or if you have difficulty emptying your bladder when you're wearing it. Alternatively, you can try a larger size if the medium is comfortable but you find that perhaps you're still leaking. You can wear Contiform all day, just when you're exercising, or really whenever you need to. It's up to you. But it should be removed at least once every 24 hours for cleaning, and it should always be removed and cleaned before you go to sleep. To remove Contiform, get into your most comfortable position, relax by taking a few deep breaths and insert your forefinger into your vagina and through the Contiform ring until it hooks around the top of the ring. Now slowly pull it forward and out of the vagina. And don't worry, the vagina is designed to stretch, so Contiform should come out quite easily. Wash Contiform in warm water with unperfumed soap and dry it thoroughly before popping it back into its compact until you need to use it again. You can use Contiform for up to 30 days before you need to replace it, but you will need to replace it earlier if it becomes worn, and that's because it won't work as effectively. You can buy replacement Contiform packs in the size which works best for you, and they come in small, medium or large. You can wear Contiform during your period, but you won't of course be able to use tampons. And Contiform should stay in place when you empty your bladder, but if it moves when straining your bowels, then you just remove it, wash it and reinsert it. And Contiform is unlikely to cause toxic shock syndrome in the way that's been associated with high absorbency tampons. However, you shouldn't use Contiform if you have a vaginal infection such as thrush or any vaginal soreness or erosions. You shouldn't use it either if you have cystitis or if you're using an IUD such as a coil, or of course if you're pregnant, and always do remove it before making love. Now if you think you might be allergic to Contiform or you experience any irritation or vaginal discharge, you really must seek advice from your healthcare professional. And if you'd like to try Contiform but have had any type of bladder operation or have a diagnosed bladder condition, or if your personal wetness is continuous, then you must also contact your healthcare professional before using Contiform. Like most new items which come into contact with sensitive areas of the body, Contiform may take a little time to get used to, but with a little practice and experience, we believe the benefits will be worthwhile. Contiform offers you a discreet method of preventing everyday personal wetness. You'll be able to do all the activities which you enjoy, and perhaps some that you'd like to do but haven't felt confident enough to try. It's important that you have bladder control when you need it most, so that you can enjoy life to the full.